patio. Oh yeah, I'm just so addicted, can't leave it alone. This morning, take the first time to start the show. And I need to know that. I said I really need to know who's clapping. The voice you wanna hear when you wake up, on your ride to school, on the way to get your cake up. Yeah, from 6 to 10 we gon' get it in. Monday to Friday, all we do is win. Who's creeping, who's left us, who's pregnant, who's winning, who's got hidden children, who knows?
Yeah.
Young Jock in the Streets morning. Take over. What up, Miss Shanika? What up, Shout It?
Yeah.
Today we're going to hit y'all with a great show. We're going to have an absolutely amazing time. Nothing but positivity all morning long. Look, are you smarter than Young Jock? Got a $50 gas card waiting on you with your name on it. And the date dilemma will definitely take you up through that each and every morning. Same time, same place. Okay, what up? We know Miss Shanika got to hit y'all with the biggest thing happening today. And you definitely cannot forget the word on the streets. Shout it, what you got coming up, my boy?
It's crazy. Coming up on the Crazy Report.
Keep it locked, Young Jock in the Streets morning takeover.
Young Jock in the Streets morning takeover brings you the biggest thing happening today.
What's poppin'?
We are now live on your radio.
I tell you what, this morning, listen, I'm going to give it to you straight like this. Once upon a time, we never heard the word pandemic. Once the pandemic came, we were saying it every day. I don't recall ever using the word tariff, Ms. Shanika, but now we're using it every day. President Trump hikes China's tariffs to 104% starting today.
Any U.S. company importing goods from overseas will now have to pay that tariff, and all the imports from China will be hit with a 104% tariff, effectively doubling the cost of every item arriving from China.
When America is punched, he punches back harder. That's why there will be 104% tariffs going into effect on China. But the president believes that China want to make a deal. They just don't know how to get that started. And the president also wanted me to tell all of you that if China reaches out to make a deal, he'll be incredibly gracious, but he's going to do what's best for the American people.
As heard from White House Press Secretary, now this follows a 24-hour ultimatum issued by the White House demanding that China remove its recently imposed 34% retaliatory tariff on U.S. goods. Okay, now how is it supposed to work? I guess you just hike up all the prices. It costs too much. The American people won't buy it, which will slow down profits for China or whoever tariffs put on.
It's going to affect us before it affects them. If I have to restock the goods on the shelves of my store, my business, my local business, and I can't even afford the tariffs from China, then it's going to hit here before it hits there. So it's going to be ugly.
Can't afford the tariff, call the sheriff. Hey, man, don't go anywhere because Shout is coming up with the Crazy Report at the 25. Keep it locked. Young Jock in the Streets morning takeover.
Keep it locked right here to Young Jock in the Streets morning takeover. Yo, it's the craziest story you'll hear all morning. The Crazy Report is on right now. Shawty, run it down.
Yeah, run it down is what we about to do. Did y'all hear about Shamar? Shamar has blown up, and Shamar done got fancy since Shamar got her that thing T-fits. Yeah, that thing now got high class, and that thing got his T-fits. And Shamar stated that before he do music with anybody else, they have to sign a MBA and pay him.
Y'all sit up and try to do music with me to go viral. Y'all gonna have to pay to do music with me. And besides, y'all gonna have to sign an MBA. Straight up. I'm not doing no free songs with nobody unless they pay me to get on the song with them. Y'all gonna have to sign an MBA. Because what y'all have to realize is that people are trying to get on a song with Shamar to go viral, to have people looking at them.
Yes, he said MBA. And in the comments, they killing him in the comments, y'all. Somebody say, so I signed an NBA contract. What team am I going to play for? Another person said NBA, as in non-basketball agreement. And this is the one that took me and said, man, free Wendy and take Shamar. Now, that's crazy. And you know I know crazy, because I'm crazy. And crazy knows crazy. That's Shawty what my name is with the Crazy Report. Follow me on all social platforms at Shawty the Comedian.
Now let's get into these national days.
Thank you. Appreciate that right now, Shout it. Hey, man, let's get into these national days. It is National Unicorn Day.
Yeah, shout out to my best friend, Eva. I call her Unicorn.
I was about 8 years old when I realized no damn unicorns.
I still didn't know they didn't exist until just recently.
Nah, every time I went to the zoo, I was like, where is the unicorns? Why don't y'all have unicorns? It's National Cherish and Antique Day.
Okay.
I love antiquing and boutiquing.
Really?
Yeah, it's my thing.
Okay, boot cheeking. All right, let's get into these celebrity birthdays. It is still Aries season. Happy birthday to that boy rapper Lil Nas X, actor Dennis Quaid, entrepreneur Hugh Hefner, man. Happy heavenly birthday, man. Hey, fashion designer Marc Jacobs, and the one and only, the lovely, the songstress Jasmine Sullivan. Let's get into these local celebrities, because local celebrities' birthdays matter too.
It's about that time to wish happy birthday to our local celebrities. It's the birthday wish list with Young Jock in the streets want to take over.
It's my birthday. Ooh. It's my birthday. Turn me up. Turn me up.
Turn me up. We going one time. Hey, happy birthday to the lovely Darlene Rutherford. Yeah, what's happening? Daniel Collins, what they do? Happy birthday. Wish him many more, G. Rudy Pine and Chase Triplet. Y'all know what it is and what it do, man. You holler at us, because guess what?
What's that?
Coming up in the next hour, man, we can help your dating situation. We got $100 on the line inside the Date Dilemma, man, courtesy of 1-800 the Bethune Law Firm. Keep it locked. Young Jock in the streets morning takeover.
Good morning, y'all. It's your girl, Tammy Rivera. Gotta stay tuned into your number one morning show, Young Jock and the Streets Morning Takeover.
That's right. We got to get right into it. Good morning, good people. All right, President Trump ends legal status for 900,000 plus migrants. This is crazy. The Department of Homeland Security revoked parole status for those who use the CBP One app to obtain status.
Migrants who were temporarily allowed to live in the United States by using a Biden-era online appointment app have been told to leave the country immediately. We're learning more than 900,000 people were allowed in the country using the CBP One app since January of 2023. They were generally allowed to remain in the United States for 2 years with authorization to work under a presidential authority called parole.
What? Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all said the same as I did. Well, Dave Chappelle recently spoke out about Trump, too. Check it out.
His ideas sound like high people ideas. Like, he doesn't think these things through before he tells us. He just tells us what he's thinking as soon as it occurs to him. It sounds nuts. I'm going to go to China, and I'm going to get those jobs from China and bring them back here to America. For what? So iPhones can be $9,000? Leave that job in China where it belongs. None of us want to work that hard.
Man, that's so funny. I seen the
China.
I seen a post that was real similar to that. They're talking about some, we want to wear Nikes. We don't want to make Nikes. Man, look at that. Man.
He also crazy. Said that didn't stand up.
Oh yeah, so it was him.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your thoughts on it?
Man, I think that we don't want those China jobs.
You all for it?
Huh?
You all for it?
Nah, I don't see big industrial coming back to America like that.
At all.
Miss Shanika.
All of this is for nothing, for us to get our power cut off very soon. Coming up inside the Word on the Streets news, Jonathan Majors says assault allegations have ruined him. Yes. Also, Bootsy gives us an update on his car accident. And Jacquees versus Deion Sanders' daughter. The baby mama and baby daddies are fighting. Coming up in less than 10 minutes.
Keep it locked right here to Young Jock in the Streets Morning Takeover.
Turn off the lights. The mics are on and ready to go.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Word on the street, she be bopping, I need more. Yeah. Word on the street, screaming bite like on a moped. Word on the streets, I get it popping like a blackhead. Word on the streets, it's going down like Jock said.
It's Young Jock in the Streets Morning Takeover with Miss Shanika.
All right, well, let's talk about it. Jonathan Majors is saying that the assault allegations about that came about a few years ago from his ex-girlfriend ruined his chances for Oscars. House.
Let's be honest about it, right? Like the shit I went through, the way that I hit the press, the way I was dragged, the things I've had to deal with and heal from, and all that. That's completely. It's a wrap. You know what I mean? Like I appreciate the hustle, I appreciate the love, but I'm a part of the academy, and I can tell you right now, it's not gonna happen. What a beautiful space to be in when that was never my objective.
All right. Majors had once been considered for an Oscar contender for his role as Killian Maddox in Magazine Dreams, but the assault accusations filed by his ex-girlfriend helped stop his momentum in this industry. People have been arguing with me online about when I referenced the fact that she married a guy with potential, and she risked her reputation and, kind of co-signed him. And he comes with allegations and things that could have potentially stopped her career. Stop arguing with me on Instagram about that. Anyway, Bootsy is giving an update on a car accident that he maybe was driving or maybe was not driving in.
Fresh out the hospital. No, I ain't wrecked no car. I don't never wreck no car. Stupid wreck my car. My 4th car in 6 months. I ain't never wrecked it. So that's what it is. I ain't wrecking nothing. I deal what it is, though. Headed to buy me 2 more. Right now.
All right. Well, Kanye made a comment about Bootsy's accident and said, man, can everyone let this be a lesson? Don't have the handlers make you go against God's favorite. For my entire life, every stupid A-bum Negro I never even barely heard of that comes out the woodworks coming from me, something bad always happens to them. And that's how my life rolled. But Kanye, I don't think this was about you. Anyway, Jacquees steps into the shade room and responds to DeAndrea Sanders. Basically, DeAndrea says, it's really sad to see family choose not to spend time with their grandson or nephew based off the hate for their mother. I'm so thankful for the family that I have. I love Snow so much, blah, blah, blah. So then Jacquees came and said, dog, let's stop playing with me. Everybody on here, I ain't self-made. Let's start there. Second, I provide everything for my son. And lastly, she won't let me take my son anywhere without her. Stop playing with me. I'm sick of it. And then she came back and said her mini best friend and blah, blah, blah. She said that she offered for the Jacquees family to come over to her house. She'll step outside and let them have their time, but they're still hanging around with someone who has threatened her child before, and she doesn't feel like it's a safe environment. So anyway, we're going to see this play out in the forevers of ever. Hopefully, Dion, talk to your daughter. That is the word on the Streets News. I'm Miss Shanika. You guys can follow me at Miss Shanika and follow us at Streets Morning Takeover.
Thank you, Miss Shanika. Now, Gilly the Kid advises mothers not to bail their sons out of jail. Now, we want you to start calling us up right now because you definitely got to see how this is going to play out. 1-844-YUNG-JOC. We want you to tell us, do you agree or disagree? Keep it locked. Young Jock in the Streets Morning. Hey now, say now. Thank you for waking up with us. It's Young Jock in the Streets Morning. Take over with us, Miss Shanika. How you feeling this morning?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good, man. So recently I saw this Gilly the King post where he advises mothers not to bail their sons out of jail. And soon as I heard it, I was like, no, wait a minute. Let me hear where he's going to go with this.
All ladies out there, right? Sometimes the best thing you could do, don't go bail your son out. Don't go bail him out. No, you want to be on leave him in there. Let him get a little 6 months, little year bit in there. Because this dude sometimes is, when he see a get stabbed, develop a different relationship with God.
No, and you got to let him get that public defender. They come out a different person.
Think about the story you always say. You seen a hit in the head with a weight, you said, I had to just go lay down, man.
I would have laid down and I ain't come out of the yard for like a month.
I know.
So after hearing that, does that resonate?
Yeah.
I mean, because here's the thing.
I mean, it specifically says sons. I was a daughter that had got locked up about some traffic violation stuff. I'm glad my mama came to get me. And guess what? No, I probably got in trouble like for the same thing about 3 or 4 times. So maybe my mom should have left me in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you.
Maybe I'm for real.
I'm gonna tell you something real. First time I got a real charge, and I can actually say I was 100% innocent, sitting in there facing a life sentence. And I remember them trying to get me a bond. They was like, they are not going. And they did not give me a bond for a long time. I remember sitting down talking with that attorney. She said, I got some good news and some bad news. Her name was Susan Teaster. I never forget. She told me, she said, well, he's looking at life or he can plead for 25. My mom said, you don't get your ass out of here. I said, hey, they did not let me out. Then one day they come with the good news. I said, hey, man, we found out it was all a lie. You coming home? I was like, thank you, Jesus.
And you've been going to jail since.
1-844-986-4562, man. Gilly says to mothers, stop getting your sons, stop bailing them out of jail. Do you agree, man? We want to hear from you. Mamas, talk to me. Sons, fathers too. Chime in. 1-844-YUNGJLC is Young Jock in the Streets Morning Takeover. All right, we're back, man. We trending this topic, man. Gilly says basically to black mothers, stop bailing your sons out of jail.
All ladies out there, right? Sometimes the best thing you could do, don't go bail your son out. Don't go bail him out. No, you want to be on leave him in there. Let him get a little 6 months, little year bit in there. Because this dude sometimes is, when he see a get stabbed, develop a different relationship with God.
Young Jock in the Streets Morning Takeover. What are your thoughts?
I agree with him because, for the simple fact, they ain't gonna learn to not go to jail unless you leave them in there. Because if you keep bailing them out every time they go back, they're always gonna expect that bailout.
Young Jock in the Streets Morning Takeover. What are your thoughts on this?
Man, my thoughts on it is this is exactly right, man. I got a lot of partners that's down the road right now from not even, thinking correctly at a young age, man. As a man, it takes us a little bit longer to get to mature. So, I'm completely okay with it, but it's only for the simple fact of it being something minor now. If it's something major, then we might have to go back to the drawing board. But these YNs need a little bit of an eye-opener.
Young Jock in the Streets Morning Takeover thoughts.
Some little kids or some of these young men are too small to stay in jail. As much as I want to leave them in the jail, if you ever been to Fulton County Jail, they'll kill them kids.
Well, they got to stay their ass out of there.
It's a decision before you actually
I know
go
you got.
there.
Now, listen to it. As much as we want our kids to do right, when they get in there, are you willing to let these people kill them?
Hey, good question. Listen here, man. Phone lines are going crazy right now. Thank you guys for being active and, tapping in with us.
I'm praying for y'all and y'all cheering. It's a different day out here.
Most definitely. We'll continue this conversation coming up in the next hour. It's time for the Day Dilemma. Hit us up, 1-844-986-4562, courtesy of 1-800-INJURED the Bethune Law Firm. Keep it locked. Young Jock in the Streets Morning Takeover.
Keep it locked right here to Young Jock in the Streets Morning Takeover.
No matter what I do, all I think about is you.
You are now listening to the Day Dilemma with Young Jock in the Streets Morning Takeover.
Young Jock in the Streets Morning Takeover. If you got a dilemma, they got a dilemma, which means we got a dilemma. It's the Day Dilemma. Who's on the line this morning?
Hey, my name is Stacy, and I have a dilemma. So my man Eric, when I got in the house from going out, I didn't have my underwear, and so he got the tripping. I tried to explain to him what happened. He didn't believe me, and he thought I was out just getting down. So that's my dilemma.
All right, so you haven't spoken with him?
I have not. He blocked me.
So he just okay. We'll wait to get him on. What's his name again?
His name is Eric.
Okay, so Stacy, you want us to get Eric on the phone because you want your man back. You're just trying to figure out why you blocked and why the communication has been cut off.
That's correct.
Okay.
Okay then.
That's fair enough. Put your phone on mute. We'll cue you in when it's time. Okay.
Okay.
Now, it's interesting when people call us up and they don't give us nothing to work with. How are we supposed to persuade your partner? Because we don't even know what she did.
She said she came home with no panties on. That would have been enough for me to put her stuff out.
I know that's right.
Hello?
Hey, good morning. My speaker, Eric, please.
This is Eric.
Hey, Eric, it sounds like you sleep, man. I didn't mean to wake you or bother you this morning. You're on the phone this morning with Young Jock in the Streets Morning Takeover, a nationally syndicated morning show. And we have a segment, Eric, that's called Date Dilemma. And right now, I think you're in the middle of a date dilemma that you might not even be aware of. Are you familiar with Stacy?
Yes, my girlfriend.
So it is your girlfriend?
Yeah, that's my girl.
Okay then.
You love
how
her?
come you ain't talking to her right now?
Because she did some crazy
Explain.
She going out to the club with her homegirls. That's what she's telling me anyway. So, I'm seeing her getting dressed. She's looking good. She's got that little freakum dress on. Next thing you know, she come back home a few hours later. She ain't got no panties on. Like, who come back from the club with no panties? Okay, what were you doing?
Oh.
So wait.
You were showing everything.
So
You're
were
supposed to wear panties under them.
when she came back home without this dress on, you was watching her undress or what?
Now, you know what time it is. When your girl comes back home, she lit. You want to get it on.
Right.
You reached down there and she ain't had nothing on.
She ain't got nothing on.
Wow.
Did you see her leave, or it didn't matter to you?
Hell yeah, I saw her with panties on before I left her. I saw her put them on.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay, and then when she returned, she had no panties on and no panties in the bag. They were just completely gone.
Man, they were completely gone. She had no panties. I was like, what the hell?
That's crazy.
No, it's not.
That's
no,
a
because
matter.
you come home talking
I've
about.
never had a man,
Shanika.
not even my husband, look
Because
at my
you probably
blood.
because you're probably
crazy.
coming back home with a better excuse than the one she's giving.
No, you coming with your drawers.
She coming back home without panties on, ain't no pads. She said she got a tampon. A man like, well, what a string.
Just tuck it as an L and say, I don't want nothing to do with you.
Listen, brother, we sorry, Eric.
I ain't sorry.
No, I'm saying we arguing amongst ourselves. We got this man on the phone.
He
Eric,
violated her.
what do you think he violated her? Not Stacey's on the phone, Eric. Stacey, you there?
Yes, I'm still here.
Yeah, and while you still there, we arguing about
your
this. You ain't tell us about all this stuff.
Well, first of all, that wasn't y'all business, but anyway.
Why did you call us?
Wow.
Well, because I'm just trying to see what his issue was, but I didn't know he was going to air out all the dirty laundry. Like, come on.
Yeah, that's what happens when you call the radio station for help.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't get in touch with your man, girl.
Okay, don't do too much.
Okay, well, that's what we do.
Well, anyways, Eric, I don't know why you would be telling my business like that. First of all, I did have on a tampon. I did have, it was that time of the month and everything like that. But you had to tell them that you asked me to show you. Like, again, that's just, I told you that's controlling. That's doing too much. No.
Stacey, did you show me?
No, and I wasn't going to.
Why wouldn't you? Respectfully, I'm sorry. Listen, if this relationship is worth having, and it was a simple situation, I wouldn't even been asking about the tampon. I would say, show me the panties, because if you had an accident that caused you to take your panties off, I don't need to see a tampon. I'm gonna see where the accident occurred.
The spill.
I'm gonna see the spill.
Are you a woman? Because I'm not carrying around no bloody panties. Like what? No.
Okay, well, so you threw the panties away.
I discarded them.
Right.
Yes,
Okay. I respect that. I thought he was trying to say you had the panties in your bag. You just have them on. Okay. You discarded the panties. Fair enough. Now, as your man, I'm curious because I'm not a woman and I don't deal with what you deal with every month. So now I'm kind of confused because I'm like, well, in my mind, is it going to run down your leg? You don't have a pad on. You say you got a tampon on. Well, is there a string? Am I wrong for asking you? Can I see it?
That depends on the woman and the flow that she has that month.
Okay.
I mean, that's a whole, lesson that I don't feel like going into.
Okay,
However,
understood.
I wasn't as heavy. It was just enough that it ruined my underwear.
She was spotting, and I can spot a lot in a minute.
What?
Yeah.
A lie.
What is it going to be?
Man, I don't believe her. She's lying.
Eric, for real?
For real. That's why you blocked.
On period, boo.
Well, she got a nasty attitude anyway, so.
Girl, bye.
Well, it's probably that time of the month.
No, bye to you.
Well,
in this call.
Yeah, I'm done with her, man. She can keep them bloody
Eric,
panties.
stop
Good job, Eric.
Wow.
Ooh.
Stop showing out, Eric. You doing too much.
You ain't doing enough. You ain't doing enough. On behalf of 1-800 Inches the Bethune Law Firm, y'all will not pick up this $100. Respectfully, Stacey.
Disrespectfully, Stacey, do better.
Stacey, do better, man. Get you some better lies anyway. Women tell better lies. Man.
Y'all.
Ooh, like you did whoever that night.
Oh! Keep it locked.
no.
Call us, talk about this date dilemma. 1-844-986-4562. Keep it locked. Young Jock in the Streets Morning Takeover.
That was the date dilemma with Young Jock in the Streets Morning Takeover.
Girl Cynthia Bailey here. Kicked it with my favorite cousin Jock. Got to stay tapped in to the #1 morning show. Young Jock and the Streets Morning Takeover.
That's right. It is what it is, man. We got to get right into this date dilemma. Now, Stacey is calling looking for her man Eric. Now, she had a girls' night at the club, and when she came home, she no longer had on her underwear. She basically told him that she came on her cycle and that, it was okay. Eric went in He's like, nah. It's no way it just happened. So he's like, well, show me the proof that you came on. She's like, no, we're not doing that. He's like, well, as your man, I witnessed you walk out with panties, but I witnessed you return without them. Mm-hmm. That's going to raise every flag that you could think of. I mean, respectfully, Ms. Shanika, I don't want to ask you this question, but would you be willing to prove that to your man?
No.
He doesn't mean, the relationship doesn't mean that much. It's a violation, but the truth is so simple that you're not willing to show me the truth. The truth going to save you and me. The truth is going to save us. But you're not willing to save us because you can say that's a violation.
Yes.
All right. I see how you working. All right. Young Jock in the Streets Morning. Take over your thoughts on this day dilemma.
Man, what's up, Jock, man?
What's up?
This male, man, but that's lying. I'm glad he left that. Nigga, you should have cussed her ass out. Excuse my language. But she deserved that. How you gonna leave home with some panties and you gonna come back with no panties? Tell me this your time of the month. Girl, stop lying. You know what's going on. You went and did your due and you left them panties. Really, you forgot them. And you thought he wasn't gonna ask your ass, and that's what you get.
Young Jock in the Streets Morning. Take over. Talk about this day dilemma.
This day dilemma was crazy. First of all, as a woman, like, I understand, like, you may come on your cycle at weird times of the month. I get it. Cool. But as a woman, I keep certain stuff in my purse, like panty liners, pads, whatever I need, just in case, because you may never know. And then, too, for her to come home without the panties, that just makes it way more crazy. So, yes, if I was him, I would block her, too.
Thank you for your call. Young Jock in the Streets Morning. Take over. Talk about this day dilemma.
When I tell you, Jock, good morning, y'all.
Good morning.
Oh, my God. Y'all was on point this morning. You heard me. Y'all ate that ass up, as y'all should have. And I always say, Shorty play too much, but Shorty, you won't play in today, and you got that ass today.
Hey, man, listen, we appreciate y'all for being loyal listeners. If you want some free money, it's very simple. Just call us, 1-844-986-4562. Are You Smarter Than Young Jock is on the way. Can't wait to play you. Young Jock in the Streets Morning Takeover.
Ladies and gentlemen, word on the street, she be bopping, I need more. Yeah. Word on the street, screaming bite like on a moped. Word on the streets, I get it popping like a blackhead. Word on the streets, going down like Jock said.
It's Young Jock in the Streets Morning Takeover with Miss Shanika.
All right, well, let's get into it. Talk Anthony Edwards, basketball star. It seems that he has granted Aisha Howard, that is his newest baby's mama, and also little baby's mama, full custody amid messy paternity dispute of their daughter. Now, the Georgia court documents obtained by U.S. Weekly reveals Anthony Edwards, who is 23, consented to Aisha Howard, 38, receiving temporary full custody of Aubrey Summers. All right. She is requesting child support from Edwards as well as reimbursement for pregnancy-related expenses and attorney fees. Girl, she dug for gold, and she's still digging. All right, moving right along.
Y'all be tripping,
what?
man.
Let's talk. Producer Rodney Little Rod Jones is seeking court approval to serve Cuba Gooding Jr. and Justin Combs via newspaper in the sexual assault lawsuit against Diddy. Now, if you can remember, 9 of the charges that were filed concerning Little Rod, 5 of those were dismissed. And so 4 remain. So he's in a losing battle. It seems like he's trying to reach for anything. He has reaching potential right now. It is undetermined as to whether the judge is going to approve this or not. And Diddy is due to be on trial as of May the 5th. Now, moving right along, let's talk about R. Kelly. Yeah, R. Kelly ain't get out of jail no time soon. I'm sorry to Chicago and everybody else that loves him, but the courts have upheld R. Kelly's conviction, but they're questioning the $270,000 restitution in a herpes case. Now, a federal court of appeals denied his request to overturn his 2021 sex trafficking and racketeer convictions. The 30-year sentence is still standing, but the judge, Richard Sullivan, disagreed angry with how much Kelly was ordered to pay on his victims and referred to Jane Doe, who had contracted herpes from him. So that is the only thing that is still up in the air. As for that conviction, he gonna be locked up, y'all. I'm so sorry. No R. Kelly concert coming soon to you.
Wow.
Anyway, that is the Word on the Streets news. I am Miss Shanika. You guys can follow me at Miss Shanika and follow me and follow us at Streets Morning Takeover.
That's right. Thank you, Miss Shanika. Now, earlier we spoke on this whole topic because Gilly took to the world, to the internet, and said, "Hey, black mamas, stop bailing out your sons."
Okay.
He has reasons why he believes you should stop doing it. We're gonna talk about it, man. The phones were going crazy. What's up?
Also, I got to say that the Word on the Streets news is being brought to you by Bader Law. Bader Law, because you deserve the best.
That's right, man. We want to get those phone lines popping. 1-844-986-4562. Do you agree that you should not be so quick to bail out your sons, the black sons? You know how it go. Because somewhere in there he feels like, hey, if you keep doing it, if you keep just bailing them out, they'll never take it seriously because they always feel like it's somebody's there for them. All right, again, that's 1-844-986-4562. Can't wait to hear from you. Young Jock in the Streets Morning Takeover.
All ladies out there, right? Sometimes the best thing you could do, don't go bail your son out. Don't go bail him out. No, you want to be on leave him in there. Let him get a little 6 months, little year bit in there. Because this dude sometimes is, when he see it get stabbed, develop a different relationship with God.
No, and you gotta let him get that public defender. They come out a different person.
Think about the story you always say. You seen a hit in the head with a weight, you said, I had to just go lay down, man.
I would have laid down and I ain't come out of the yard for like a month.
I know.
Good morning, and thank you for waking up with us. It is the top of the hour. Listen, y'all, you know, that's this thing where when you do something on the regular, it becomes routine. And after people think something is routine, they feel like that routine can be their protocol or their MO, method of operation, right? So there's this conversation where they're talking about, Gilly is saying, hey, as a mother, a black mother, if you have a son that is constantly going to jail, it has become his routine. If you're always getting him out, then that's what he expects.
All ladies out there, right? Sometimes the best thing you could do, don't go bail your son out. Don't go bail him out. No, you want to be on leave him in there. Let him get a little 6 months, little year bit in there. Because this dude sometimes is, when he see it get stabbed, develop a different relationship with God.
No, and you gotta let him get that public defender. They come out a different person.
Think about the story you always say. You seen a hit in the head with a weight, you said, I had to just go lay down, man.
I would have laid down and I ain't come out of the yard for like a month.
I know.
Jesus. Now, when I think about it, I got locked up a few times in my life, and it only took me that one time when I was like, oh, I can't go home. And everybody around me was going home. And months was going by. I was like, you know what? This ain't the life I want to live no more. I had to make a difference. Now, I got some other family members that somebody was always there to bail them out. They always got out. And now they doing time. 15 years, 8 years, 17 years. It's like those are those family members who I saw get out on the regular. So I kind of feel Gilly on that. What's your thoughts on it, Ms. Shanika?
My thoughts are, I feel like with my traffic violations, maybe my mom should have kept me in there a little longer. Because, it was very easy for me to get out. People talked to the police chief at that time. And I probably got in trouble 3 or 4 more times, after that, because the trouble was easy for me to get out of.
See, you're a decorated YN.
You know what I'm saying? I keep a little bad on me, a little razzle-dazzle.
Call us up, man. Yeah, you do. Call us up, 1-844-986-4562. We want to hear from you. Should mothers not bail their sons out of jail, man? We want to hear from you ASAP. It's Young Jock in the Streets Morning Takeover. Yeah.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Country Wayne. What it is, I'm just kicking it with your favorite cousin, Jock. Gotta stay tapped in to #1 morning show. Young Jock in the Streets Morning Takeover.
All right, we're back, man. We trending this topic, man. Gilly says basically to black mothers, stop bailing your sons out of jail.
All ladies out there, right? Sometimes the best thing you could do, don't go bail your son out. Don't go bail him out. No, you want to be on leave him in there. Let him get a little 6 months, little year bit in there. Because this dude sometimes is, when he see a get stabbed, develop a different relationship with God.
Young Jock in the Streets Morning Takeover. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I just wanted to say it's easy to forget that. I remember it like this. The design was to turn the young against the old and the men against the women. So although it sounds like a good idea to leave them in there, we got to start thinking about better ways to kind of pick up our youth and police our own. Because leaving it to somebody else will never do it.
Young Jock in the Streets Morning Takeover. What's your thoughts on it?
I feel like I tell my son, I help you the first time, but after that, it seems like to me you like going to jail. So I mean, you're gonna have to help yourself after the first time.
Come on through, mama. Thank you for your call, baby.
Thank you.
All right, thank y'all for your calls, man. We definitely appreciate y'all tapping in and keeping up with these trending topics. Coming up, Are You Smarter Than Young Jock, man? It's on the way. You got time to play me. That means you got some time to get this money if you could beat me. 1-844-986-4562. Can't wait to hear from you, baby. Young Jock in the Streets Morning Takeover.
Taking the game's mine.
It's Are You Smarter Than Young Jock?
A king in his gang.
Only with Young Jock in the Streets Morning Takeover.
Good morning, Young Jock in the Streets Morning Takeover. Who's on the line?
Kathy.
Are you smarter than Young Jock?
I sure am.
You know what? You better be, because you talking cash money this morning. And if you actually win, you going to walk away with some money, okay?
Okay.
All right, I'm about to turn you over to Miss Shanika now.
All right, here are the rules. You have 10 seconds to answer each question. The first person to get all 3 questions correctly will be the winner. You guys cannot answer each other's questions, and you cannot answer the question after your 10 seconds is up, or you will be disqualified, okay?
Okay.
All right, and your name is Cassie?
Cassie, yes.
All right. So, Cassie.
Okay.
How many eggs make 2 dozen? Is it A, 12, B, 24, C, 6, or D, 18?
B, 24.
You are correct. Young Jock.
Yes.
Which sense has the closest link to memory? Is it A, smell, B, taste, C, touch, or D, hearing?
Three.
2.
I'm going to say hearing.
1. That is incorrect. All right, Cassie. Which sense has the closest link to memory? Is it A, smell, B, taste, C, touch, or D, hearing?
A, smell.
And you are correct. The crowd goes well. Okay. Well, Cassie, you could be the GOAT today if you know this answer.
Okay.
All right. What edible food never expires or goes bad? Is it A, peanuts, B, bread, C, brown rice, or D, honey?
A, peanut.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Coming for your head.
All right. I'm sorry. That is not correct. Young Jock.
Yep.
What edible food never expires or goes bad? Is it A, peanuts, B, bread, C, brown rice, or D, honey?
You're going to get this D today. Honey.
Boy, don't nobody want that D.
No, I'm saying honey. Honey.
All right. You are correct. I can't stand you. All right. Young Jock, which U.S. president was an only child? Was it A, Bill Clinton, B, Barack Obama, C, Richard Nixon, or D, no president has ever been an only child?
You know what's crazy? I don't really know, because I ain't heard none of them having no brothers or sisters. 3.
Okay.
So I'm going to go with the last one. No president has been an only child, because I don't know none of them ain't had no brothers and no sisters. Cuz.
I hate when you're right. The answer is D. Okay, so it's her go. So, Cassie, Costa mainly sells which product? Is it A, gas, B, coffee, C, cell phones, or D, cooking materials?
Three.
Hurry.
Coffee.
You won. Congratulations.
Hey!
Yep, you are smarter than Young Jock.
Oh my God.
All right, give your shout outs.
I want to shout out my boyfriend Cedric and my girls Samaya, Zamaria, and my son Chosen.
All right, hold on a moment so we can get your info, okay?
Congratulations, baby girl.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Test your wits. Test your knowledge for cash and prizes.
Taking the game's mine.
It's Are You Smarter Than Young Jock?
A king and his gang.
Only with Young Jock in the Streets Morning Takeover.
Going down like Jock said.
It's Young Jock in the Streets Morning Takeover with Miss Shanika.
Yep, let's recap Love and Hip Hop Season 12B. Last night was a little razzle-dazzle coming from my main man, Kirk Frost, and Mendices. They had a little conversation about what the wives had going on.
Yo, Jasmine was bought in my circle. I'm not going to key with Jasmine because I know the type of pain she brought to my friend's household. Well, you know I don't know Jasmine.
If you're going to ask me that, I'm going to tell you there's other things being said. It was mentioned to me that you'd be at her bar.
You talking to Jasmine?
Very much so.
There's a lot of rumors swirling around about certain people messing around with a lot of girls.
Is there even an alleged video circulating in regards to Mendices and another woman? Because you and the other cast members have been speculating about that.
I mean, certain people say they got the video. I mean, I plead the fifth.
Kirk, if you're going to stand on that everything Jasmine say got truth on it, then I have to take account that everything she say about you is true.
Okay, then. Now, that was not on my bingo card for like two of the coolest people on Love and Hip Hop to be at each other's throats. I didn't get this, but hey, it is what it is. And now that they were talking about what the girls were saying, what the baby mama had said, and all of this, Kirk said he didn't want to look like a snitch by putting Mendices' business out there in the street. Now, Rashida is talking to Kendra about Yandy.
Things with me and Yandy got a little off key. Yeah. My delivery might have been wrong by saying we're not friends. Right. But we not gonna sit here and act like we best of friends now.
Go make sure your house in order before you go trying to help anybody else.
That part. I would like for you and your husband or boyfriend, girl, whatever y'all call it, to get on the same page. Yeah. I'm not even sure if they're legally married or not.
I do remember some about, I didn't turn in the certificate or some years ago.
Right.
Let me make sure I'm getting this straight. What you're saying is that you're not legally married?
No, I didn't send off the paperwork. We signed it. Our officiant signed it. I never sent it off.
All right, so at the end of Rashida and Kendra's talk, there was a clip of Yandy saying they weren't really legally married. So is this her husband? Spiritually it may be, but maybe not on paper. I don't know.
Don't do that.
What?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
The lady said what she said.
Hey, listen, that's why I'm just being funny, because you heard it like I heard it. But I don't,
Did Kendra come home and tell you about this conversation?
Kendra came home and said, Jacil. I said, I will talk later. Where you came from? She said, I just got finished filming. I said, you know what? We'll talk about it over dinner. I dodged the hell out of dinner.
Okay.
Because I didn't want to get caught up in it. Coming up next, the defendant.
What scandal do you have going on this
Young
season?
Jock knows more than he's revealing. Coming up, this is a court case of, is this truly my husband? Coming up on Young Jock in the Streets Morning Court.
So are you going to get involved in the people business? Because if you, what business are you bringing to the table this season? How are you earning your check,
Here's
Jock?
something that you have to really look. Check this out. Do you realize I went to that first wedding? I was there at that first wedding.
Oh, the bamboozle wedding.
I'm not doing that. That's your words. I was at their first wedding. You can add all the other
fugays.
Hey.
I mean, everything was real but the marriage.
I mean, it looked.
The cake was
it was
real,
a hell of
the
a
ring
production.
was real.
That was the money spent now. It was. I mean, the food was good.
Just to not send the papers in.
The people singing was good. The pastor did a damn good job too. But I think the wife
Was it a real pastor?
Didn't do
Did he
it.
get officiated?
I think
Something happened.
At least Boosie didn't marry him.
In the next case of Blue's Clues, all the clues point to marriage, but are they really? Anyway, that is the Word on the Streets news. I am Miss Shanika. You guys can follow me at Miss Shanika and follow us at Streets Morning Takeover.
That's right. Coming up, man, you don't want to miss it. The Love Doc Jock. You can hit me 1-844-986-4562. Also, we get a chance to chop it up with my girl Tiffany Evans, man. Got a lot going on. Want to hear what she's got going on. All right, keep it locked. Young Jock in the Streets Morning Takeover.
About that time for the Love Doc Jock.
Help me, help you, help me.
Come on. What's your problem?
And this guy will either help or hinder your relationship.
Who do I think I am? Why I tell people that?
Either way, he's a man for the job. It's Young Jock in the Streets Morning Takeover.
Young Jock in the Streets Morning Takeover. Your own live with the Love Doc Jock. How may I help you?
Hey, man, so I took this girl on the date, man, and took her to Zaxby's. We went on the date, man, first date, man. We went to Zaxby's, man, and I guess she wanted me to take her to some high-end restaurant, man. And I'm like, man, this is the first date, man. I got to see where your head at, man. So we get on the date. I said, you can get whatever you want. She like, all right, cool. So I let her get whatever I want. So she started to order more stuff, man. I'm like, come on, now I'm saying. I said, get what you want. And she just started going crazy. So I tried to hit her up again. I ain't heard from her ever since we went on this first date, man. I guess she felt some type of way because we went to Zaxby's, man.
Yeah, she had a Zack attack.
Man, she would order her wings and things, the fingers or the tenders and all. I'm like, don't tenders come with the wings and things you order? It's too tenders.
How big was she?
She ain't big, man. She just got a big appetite.
All right, well, I hope she wasn't dressed up for Zaxby's. That's all I got to say.
She kind of sort of was dressed up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know why she was pissed off.
All right, homie. So as I'm listening to it sounds to me like you gave her the notion that y'all were going on a date. So she done put on her clothes, her threads, her makeup. That's a lot to be taking somebody to Zaxby's. So that was an insult in the first place because you could have gave her the heads up and said, hey, no need to do XYZ. We're just going to go do something quick so we can sit down and get to know each other. And this is where communication comes into place because here you are thinking of a way that you're going to do something how you normally do it. That just ain't the protocol in our society and in our culture. So the minute you saw this woman, hair done, makeup, her good perfume on, her nice heels, you should have knew then, let me not even play with her, okay? Now, the whole concept of her ordering all this stuff, it ain't that she had a big appetite. It was the quality of what you were serving her and the price point. Now, the price point, you can get her a meal for $7.37. You know that's not flying in that type of situation. So she figured, you know what? A date with me, our bill should come up to at least $150. We got some drinks and all that, maybe $200. So that's what she tried to do, get the price point value out of the date. And that's what you're dealing with as Love Doc Jock. I'm going to tell you, don't do that no more. You'd have been better off being transparent because you say you want to get to know her. I guarantee you, if you would have said, hey, don't put on all, you ain't got to dress up. We're just going to step out for something quick so we can get to know each other. You would have got the honest version of her possibly then, and you wouldn't have had to spend no money if that was something that she was not willing to do to entertain your ego at the moment. And I'm not saying you had a big ego, but your ego was saying that I'm going to stand on this so firm that I'm going to tell her we're going on a date, but I'm going to take her to Zaxby's. So that was a slap in her face, and it fall back on you. So you trying to reach out to her and contact her again, let it go. That's dead, my boy. Move on. That's the Love Doc Jock. Now, if you got a small business and would like to be spotlighted, the number is 1-844-986-4562. Feel free to call us up because we'll do just that for you, all right? Keep it locked. Young Jock in the Streets. Hey, man, the gang's out here, man. You know what it is, Young JLC, Miss Shot, nigga, shout out, Young Jock in the Streets Morning Takeover. Ladies and gentlemen, in the building, we have the lovely Miss Tiffany Evans. So what you got going on, man?
Well, you know, I just dropped some new music.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Okay, thank you so much.
So at one point, were you managed by Matthew Knowles?
Yes.
Okay. How did that go?
Yeah. So
Matthew came in here and checked all their ass before.
Oh, really? He's very old school. You know, I mean, he come from old school.
Yeah.
And my time being under him was very eye-opening. The way that he talks, it's almost like he could be a therapist.
Okay.
But we ended up not being on the same page for my direction because I didn't want to talk about my trauma. Yeah.
Okay, you weren't ready for that.
I wasn't ready for it. And I understood what he was trying to do. He was trying to get me to like release that. and I just wasn't ready to talk about it.
Now, like you just said, you really not that big on putting your personal story as far as certain traumas in your life out. What inspiration is fueling your new music now? What are you using for inspiration now?
Well, love. I do want to talk about love in a vulnerable way. I just want to talk about love in a way where it doesn't seem like I'm putting on a front.
So would you mind introducing your new single, Would You?
Yes. This is my new record, Would You. It's absolutely amazing. It has like that 90s R&B feel. And this is like true to me right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get into it.
I hit you with the first, I let into my life and waste my time. Finally exercise my right to speak up. When'd you get the right to switch up on me? If it wasn't alright, why'd you let me think that? Tell me now, I need facts. Prove you want your girl back. Right now, you think of me like I think of you. Do special things like I think that's you.
Tuning in, you're locked in with your faves, Young JLC, Miss Shanika, shout out to Young Jock in the Streets Morning Takeover. Live in the studio with us today, we got the beautiful Tiffany Evans. That was a new single. Would You, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So what is this song about? Would you choose me?
Yes. Would you choose me if I gave you the choice? Because like. You know how men be sometimes,
How men be sometimes.
One foot in, one foot out.
So what is next? We have this wonderful new single.
Yes.
I like
what are we doing about it? Yeah.
We're dropping a video, and then we're dropping another single after that. I'm actually dropping an EP this year. It's going to be a 2-part EP.
Okay then. Hey.
But I really want to get out there and start performing, y'all. So I have to shoot this video first because I have to show you guys what I'm about. You got to see it in the video. So once that drops, we're on the road.
And you were just recently on tour.
With Tamar. Yeah.
How was that?
That was good.
Yeah. Tamar gave you.
No, it was good. It was good. It was hard work.
So
baby, it was hard work. We had to literally. I drove with my kids and my partner Jawan. We literally went everywhere and was just driving everywhere. In a compact car.
So congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank y'all. My little buddy. Man, I'm so happy for you, man. New music on the way. It's happening right now. Make sure y'all check out the new music from Tiffany Evans, the new single.
Right.
Would You? And it's jamming.
Thank you.
It's a grown bop there.
Yeah.
All right, man. Y'all make sure y'all stick around because we got so much more to get into, so much more to talk about. And you know what it is. Again, Tiffany Evans, we appreciate you. We love you. Keep it locked. Young Jock in the Streets Morning Takeover.
Good morning. It's your girl, Tiffany Evans. Every day we listen to the best damn morning show. Gotta stay tapped into the #1 morning show in the city. It's Young Jock and the Streets Morning Takeover. Let's go.
That's right. About to get up out of here, man. But before we go, we got to tell you what Trump got going on. Matter of fact, Trump just called us up on the line. He said he got some stuff going on. Let's tap in with Trump.
But we're going to tariff our pharmaceuticals, and once we do that, they're going to come rushing back into our country because we're the big market. The advantage we have over everybody is that we're the big market. So we're going to be announcing very shortly a major tariff on pharmaceuticals, and when they hear that, they will leave China, they will leave other places because they have to sell. Most of their product is sold here. I'm telling you, these countries are calling us up, kissing my ass. They are dying to make a deal. Please, sir, make a deal. I'll do anything, sir. And then I'll see some rebel Republican, some guy that wants to grandstand, say, I think that Congress should take over negotiations. Let me tell you, you don't negotiate like I negotiate.
Man, you know what's crazy? he's talking about all this stuff, but Dave Chappelle just recently had something to say about that, Shanika.
His ideas sound like high people ideas. Like he doesn't think these things through before he tells us. He just tells us what he's thinking as soon as it occurs to him. It sounds nuts. I'm gonna go to China and I'm gonna get those jobs from China and bring them back here to America. For what? So iPhones can be $9,000? Leave that job in China where it belongs. None of us want to work that hard.
But Dave Chappelle say we want to wear Jordans, not be in the factory making them.
Oh, my God. All right. Thank you to Tiffany Evans for coming through and sharing her new song. We love you, girl. Much success.
Grown singing ass. We love you. Keep it locked, Young Jock in the Streets Morning Takeover.
Keep it locked right here to Young Jock in the Streets Morning Takeover.